Good evening all. Welcome back to Eureka Coin and the fate on the wonderful coin that is being established on our own block that takes the very best of Bitcoin technology and Ethereum smart contracts too. But in the first instance, I'd like everybody to this video this evening. For those of you that have seen us for the very first time, welcome as well. But as well as all of that, I certainly welcome your likes, comments and shares and your subscriptions, of course, because without those, thank you for your subscriptions, guys. It makes it a little bit more tricky for us to communicate our competitions and prizes out to you and to keep you updated with this fantastic, wonderful, creative coin that's been established on its own blockchain. I want to spend a little time about intrinsic value because intrinsic value really defines and determines what something is. Value can be seen often as very, very subjective. But in terms of the Eureka, I believe when you start to peel back and look behind the scenes, see that the coin itself is based on a very strong, firm foundation, lots of longevity built into its psychology moving forward. Now, value, for example, is subjective and must have an important reason or purpose for utility. So once you start to look at the coin in that respect, their self, it becomes something of substance, and the substance itself is based on what goes on, as I say, behind the scenes. Once you sort of open the lid and have a look inside, what's going on there? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Polaris Universal Limited, trading company limited in the UK, has in itself built a wonderful platform of products across a wide range. In terms of what it does and how it does it, it's very, very transparent. We have live hangouts groups. You can meet the directors, you can meet any of us directly if you wish, and we'll be able to help you understand the project and how it's going to benefit many people, many situations moving forward as well. As I say, it's made of its directors, trading team, behind the scenes, its admin, the projects it has in the marketplace. For example, at the moment we have My Passive Trades, Forex Unite, a whole host of charitable coins where Eureka is centering the success of those in terms of what it does and how it does it. It's pushing back the boundaries on technology as well. Now, technology in terms of blockchain technology will have massive repercussions for us in the future, not just in the way of investment, but also in terms of how public services are administered, how information is disseminated across various boundaries and in different formats as well. It has a massive part to play within our lives today, but also moving forward for our children and their children as well. The adaptation of the Eureka coin will to crystallize how important it will become for those of you that hold the coin. Now, the Eureka coin, a second as we move this off there, the Eureka coin has the ability to be staked on its own blockchain. The holders of the coins at the stake, a reward. In other words, it'll be another source of passive income. You're able to create this blockchain for itself. All the transaction fees that take place will be in a Eureka coin, and a percentage of those will go back to the holders, 90%, which means that liquidity, volume, and further massive is going to happen, and probably very quickly as well. At this very moment in time, we are pushing off cap limit of 200k, I believe it is, that is dollars. And once we've hit that soft cap, those funds will be used to help us put the Eureka coin onto exchanges, big and small, and centralized eventually, which will again further fuel the action, the volume, and the liquidity as well. So when I talk about intrinsic value, the things that I identify as being very important for intrinsic value. The coin itself has a marvelous backing behind it. And if you look at the history of how we've got to this point in time, you can see that we've adapted with change, and when change has happened, we've been able to get it into the right time as well. Lots of technological advancements, fantastic programming team behind us as well, who play an integral part of this system, in terms of getting the coin, created, etc. So many aspects there that I would consider add to intrinsic value. Now, if you said to me what something is worth, it's worth what you want it to be. But I think once you've taken the time to understand what is behind the scenes and how it's been put together, then you can see the value not only today, but moving forward into the future as well. So once again, I'd like to thank you for your time this evening. It's been great being able to talk about Eureka Coin in this way. Intrinsic value in itself, I believe, is anything that has value. And once you understand that, I think you're on a winner. And I believe that this in itself is on a winning curve moving forward as well. So thank you for your time this evening. Speak to you again very, very soon. Until the next time, guys, take care.